Hi everyone, it's Alia or Cake Legend from TikTok, and today we're going to be making this simple American buttercream recipe. If you're using a stand mixer, make sure you're using a paddle attachment, but if you're making a small batch, a hand mixer is perfectly fine. We're going to start with 1 pound of softened salted butter, just because I think it tastes better than unsalted, and we're going to unwrap it and cut it up into smaller pieces so it's easier to get mixing. If you prefer to use unsalted butter, you totally can, but if you've never tried to make buttercream with salted butter, I definitely recommend it. Just give it a shot and you might be surprised. So once we have that all ready to go in the bowl, we're going to attach it to the mixer with our paddle and start mixing it on like a medium speed. And then after about 2 or 3 minutes, I increase the speed to a higher one, and you can see here in the time lapse how the butter whips up really nice. I think the total mixing time was about 5 or 6 minutes, but really just whip it up until it's pale and fluffy, which you will see here. Now we're going to add the icing sugar. So I use about 900 grams total, or double the amount of butter, and I add in half at a time. So right now I'm doing 450 grams, and then I'm gonna mix it and then add the other 450 along with the flavoring and water, and then mix it again. You want to start mixing on a low speed, because if you do a fast one right away, the icing sugar is just gonna go everywhere and you're gonna have a big mess to clean up. So I start on a low speed, and then once the icing sugar gets more incorporated, I speed it up so that everything gets really well combined. And of course, we're always going to scrape down the sides to ensure that everything gets well incorporated. So now it's time to add the other half of the icing sugar. So I put it back on the scale, put in another 450 grams, and then I add my flavoring and a little bit of water. I always measure out about a 1/4 cup of warm water, but I only add half. I never add the whole thing at once. I add more if I need it later, but it really just depends on the consistency of the buttercream after mixing. So then I added my vanilla flavoring and mixed it up once again. You can use whatever flavoring you want with this recipe though, it doesn't have to be vanilla. Now you can let it whip for however long you'd like before using it to decorate cakes, cupcakes, whatever you want to use it for. Whenever I'm stacking a cake, I don't whip it for very long because I want my buttercream dam to be very strong. But if I'm going to be decorating cake, I whip it for a little longer so that it gets more soft and nice for moving with my spatula. And the same goes for decorating cupcakes. I want it to be nice and soft when I squeeze it out of a piping bag. So here I'm scraping it down and then giving it one final mix before it's all done. And that's it really. This buttercream recipe is so easy. American buttercream I think is just the easiest one to make. And I personally think it tastes the best because I have a big sweet tooth. And there you have it, easy American buttercream that you can make into any flavor you wish and use it for whatever cake or cupcake you desire. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!